Okay, guys, admittedly, I did not realize that this song was like 5 minutes when I started it. I just told the playlist to play. And I usually wait like a whole song, but I think we're gonna go ahead and cut in. So hello, everyone. I just realized, no, I do have water. Okay, I did. I'm not dumb. I'm just trying to find my head tonight. Hello, there we go. Greetings. Maybe? There it goes. Hi. Um, Hello, how is everyone? Very excited night for me. We are unboxing the Bill&Ted collection, which is the first project I've ever had mass produced and involved in creating. So I've got a couple things going on tonight. And first and foremost, we will definitely be celebrating this box of awesomeness. I'm so excited for this. Um, then we will also be doing like a little mini photo shoot for this stuff. So I have like my cameras set up. I have like a little backdrop and a selection of stuff, so that we can get just like some basic like product photos there for Instagram and stuff like that, marketing in general. I don't know if we'll use them or not, but it's nice to have them. So we'll be doing that. Nothing else will go for my portfolio, and then before we get into any of that, I'm actually going to do my makeup, and I wanted to show y'all some of what we have going on right now. So if you don't know, in New Orleans, it is currently carnival season, which means that it's king cake season. So we have our king cake palette. I'm not going to be using this one tonight. I have used it recently, and I can use it again in the near future if people want to see more of it. But I used it a lot for the Grinch because it has a really nice set of greens in here. So I absolutely adore this palette. It's one of the few that we don't have a mirror on, I believe. Um, so it is just like a really fun little king cake magnet top, and then the inner wheel of colors. See if I can get a good. Might need to scoot this way. Nope, this way. We'll do this. There we go. So really nice selection that matches the traditional Mardi Gras colors of green, gold, and purple. Let me spin this until I get it matched up because it does line up perfectly with each other. And then we're also going to be checking out the other New Orleans themed palette that I have here at my studio, which is the Fleur de Lis palette. And that's what I'm actually going to be using today because it's got a really nice red in it. I actually used it for a look the other day too. I don't remember if I actually took photos or not of that one, but I might remake it if I did not. So this is the Fleur de Lis palette, and it looks exactly like the packaging does. This is one of my favorites. I probably will never let go of the front of this palette whenever I'm done with it. I'll probably frame it. I think I'm gonna frame a fair amount of these, like just get um, like chalkboard paint and make a backdrop on like a really big frame and just go stick these to it, kind of a deal. So this one's a little bit messy because I've been using it a lot lately, and I'm a messy person. I'm not gonna lie. Just gonna wipe some of this excess shimmer off before I flip this over to y'all. Largely so that y'all can actually read the names. There we go. So these are all names in New Orleans of streets and the colors after them. So this is what we'll be using tonight for my eyes. And then finally, the last time that I was on stream, I believe, we did this Winchester palette crystal ball. And right now on our website on vampyrecosmetics.com, this little guy with its mirror is free whenever you spend 75, as well as you get free shipping. So this is a really fun one. I really think this one's going to end up a permanent fixture in my purse until I'm done with it because it's just a really nice size. I carry like a little mini backpack, not like a regular purse, so it might be a little big for some people, but I really love it. It's also nice that it's versatile since it has 4 colors in it. And with that, we're going to go ahead and dive into makeup. I'm going to flip over to the makeup channel because I don't think that, yeah, I think I left myself in just chatting to get the stream started. So let me flip that. I'm not sure that there will be many people in there. Hey, there's actually a fair amount, so we'll go. Boom. And we'll keep these handy so that I can show them off again if people ask about them. I think I can wiggle them up here. Sure, that works. All right, so first and foremost, I have absolutely no clue what kind of a look we're going to do tonight. I'm more excited about Bill and Ted, so I didn't really plan a look because I was supposed to stream yesterday and things have just been hectic. We have a storm that's come in. It's still actually going, so if we lose connection or anything like that, it's probably because of that. Um, but yeah, things are going really, really good otherwise, and I'm just not sure what direction I really want to go into tonight. Um, let's see if I can't grab some quick inspiration. To the other side. I guess we could just do like a straight gold and a red look. Maybe some pop-up purple or something. Hmm. I don't want to go like too crazy graphic because I do want to get to the photo shoot and stuff relatively quick. So we'll do something not like insane, but still fun and poppy maybe. Hello, goddess. How are you? Sorry, I was looking for inspiration. I needed an inspo for what I'm doing tonight. I knew I was going to do something red, but I'm very excited because I'm so excited actually that I'm going to probably be more focused on getting through the makeup so that we can open more makeup. Because not only do I have Bill and Ted, I actually already have a copy of the new Dracula as well. Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so very, very excited. We're gonna do like a whole little mini photo shoot and everything. Um, yeah, yeah, happy dances all around. So I like this kind of concept that I found. So we're gonna do like this little, I don't know, red, gold, brown look. Um, I'm not even really gonna do it based off of what I found. I'm just kind of like, it's just like a nice inspiration photo. Hello, Dash. Hello. How are you? It's been a good minute, a very good minute since I've seen you. Let me get some of these brushes together here. I'm a little bit of a mess because of the excitement. This is a totally unexpected stream-ish. We knew it was gonna happen when it got here, but I didn't know it was getting here today. I thought it was gonna be another one. Yeah, Happy New Year! I haven't seen you since last year. How dare you? You too, Goddess, for that matter. We've talked at least. Though. That's usually Leo's joke, but I'm stealing it tonight. Oh, hi there! Get a couple of these a quick once over, because I honestly don't think that I got... Maybe I did. I'm not getting any color. I'm really bad about remembering to get all of my brushes, because I have ADHD and I'm like that. That one was a little green. I don't think we'll use this one tonight. I'll just set that one back over there. This one, on the other hand, we'll need. I need to get something made up that will be like a fast brush cleaner. That needs to be on my agenda. Because you got up late. Shame on you. Naughty, naughty. How dare you miss the goddess's stream? That's not okay. I also disapprove of this. How was the game though? How was your stream? Tell me all about it. Today has been incredibly hectic, so I don't even know what to do at this point. Like I'm just going, just going. All right, throw that into the trash. Let's start with some primer. Probably a good start. As usual, we are still burning through the free sample from Ulta. I don't know if this is gonna ever end. I keep thinking that I'm like out, and it's not. So here we are. Oh, I need to put a timer on that lets people know that you can now use my code BADDYGOTH on our website, vampyrecosmetics.com, and get 20% off. Ooh, I love it. I'm glad that it was fun. And I'm going to make it into one of your streams this week. It's happening. I saw your schedule, so I'm working on it, I promise. I mean, that's fair. I expected that much. But I wanted to know if like that you enjoyed it cuz I know you already said you liked the demos, but I'm a nerd. I need the deets to an extent. Um what was I doing? I was pulling something. Oh, I was pulling up my bot cuz I should have a bot for that. Ooh, that would be fun. It has like a Silent Hill vibe to it, it feels like, as far as like the graphics go, like old Silent Hill. My bot's taking forever to load, so hopefully the internet's not being dumb. I hope I changed it. I always forget. I didn't. Okay, I might glitch for. Okay, we should be back. I can't believe I held it for Hiccup. That's hilarious. I get it, but like that's hilarious. That's new. Always something new with the bot. Like, boy. I I don't know that it's a bad word. I think that it's thinking that it's derogatory somehow, but I'm not sure. Because it's not, to my knowledge. Like, it's a bodily function. Then again, no, I don't know. That was funny though. All right, so let's get back to makeup, right? We're gonna do this like weird cut crease graphic liner-esque thing. Okay, so we're gonna start with a red, which is called Rampart in the Fleur de Lis palette. Oh, I didn't finish doing the other thing I was doing. See, there's the rampant ADHD, and that's what happens when you drink energy drinks before stream. So let me finish doing that real quick, and then we'll get back to the makeup. Oh, let's add a new timer. I know, right? It's an ongoing thing. I want the communication to be good. I promise I do. All right, that should work. Throw that into the mix. There we go. And so the other thing I wanted to mention, where did I put it? I put it here, is that our crystal ball palette, I mentioned this like right at the beginning of my stream for the recording, but this is actually a free palette right now if you spend $75 or more, and you also get free shipping. So it's really cool for people who are looking into buying stuffs. But yeah, so I'm going to start with a red, and we're gonna do kind of like well, what you'd call it. I would call it shadowing, which is funny because it's shadow. Haha. I'm not a makeup artist, guys. I just make the makeup. Um, I guess it's kind of like a halo thing, but not in like the sense of the center. It's like a crease halo. So what we're going to grab first is a small blender brush kind of deal. Let me just pull out this massive collection of brushes. One of these days will get me the Cthulhu brushes sent out too, but probably want this crease brush too. Ba-da-da. I think that should be good. I really like blender brushes. Alright, so this is like a little medium brush, blender brush. Kind of good for like fine pointing. This is a Sedona Lace 904. Whoop. See, I'm trying to drop things already. And now that my eyes are already primed, I'm just gonna dip right into that Rampart red. I mean, so you don't have to do all of it every time. I rarely do. I usually just do my eyes and sometimes my lips. But I'm not a like all over foundation girly all the time by any means. By any means. Alright, so I'm going to just start kind of in the crease here. And because I have hooded eyes, I'm going to make sure I draw my eyebrows down. But we're going to want this to kind of come out to a point. So I'm going to just kind of find a happy medium so that I can like know where to arch out later. And blend this into the crease and back up towards my eyebrow. You want pictures? I did too, actually, you know. You know. A little bit of liner or mascara there from earlier, because I did have my makeup done earlier, and then I just took it all off for y'all. So that we could play some more. Because I like to play with all of the makeup. It's too much fun. Let me know if y'all want me to zoom the camera in a little bit. Because it might be beneficial, like, for lighting and stuff if I do. I could also turn the lighting, my studio lighting for the photography stuff towards me a little bit. In fact, I think we will, because it's awful behind me right now. Hopefully that won't like whitewash it too much, but I want y'all to see the colors in here. So it's a little bright. We can fix that though. Oop, maybe that's too far. That should be like a happy medium. I need to get another screen cover because I had to double up on one of my two box screens. But I just need to grab some sheets to make it. Where else? Better get on those photos, Diage. Alright, so just kind of pointing back in an angle here. Match up the other side once I get the inner crease where I want it here. Because this is actually going to come in and down just a little bit. I mean, I know where one of your hangouts are. I'm sure you could find somebody. I bet you could find someone. This is kind of like a little wedge shape. Some of this towards the front's going to get blended out, of course, into like the inner eye, but in fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and push it more into my natural corner for blending purposes. Disintegration. Switch up the position here. And get into that corner so that it's a little smoothed out. It didn't pop through, but I will refresh my page because sometimes it takes a minute. But thank you if you did, and thank you even if you're going to. Really appreciate that. Come on, refresh. Refresh my chat page. There we go. And I put it just a little more in the crease to push out. Next up, I'm gonna grab, I think I'm gonna start with a angled brush. This is just like a small angled brush. This is also a Sedona lace, and it's a 561. These are also super old, so they might not even have this set anymore. Um, I'm going to upgrade eventually. I really will. Let's see. So we're going to go into Bourbon, which is the brown on the palette here. Just like a nice matte brown. And starting in the inner corner, we're just going to work our way out, but we're going to stay as close to in the crease as we can so that this is going to be like a sharper color. Sorry, I didn't realize the mirror was all the way in front of my face. But I'm just kind of working this brown in the crease down into kind of a cat eyeliner. We're just going to blend that into the red. With like the tip of the angle on the brush. And same premise, just other side. So what I'm doing is I'm just starting on the inner corner, staying in the crease, and then extending it into that kind of like eyeliner shape. A little hard focused here. Oh no! Well, welcome back. We've been having storms, so I'm not gonna be able to hold anyone too accountable for internet issues if I have my own, you know. kind of dragging it to the under eye a little bit here too. Nice. Are you back to like half and half? Like, do you go in the office half the time? I love the work from home life, you know this. Alright, now we're gonna start doing the blendy blend with the corner there. I'm also gonna mute myself so I'm not like thunking the mic. Alright, I'm gonna clean up the top red just a little tiny bit with this angled brush. Just a slight smidge. Help the color pop just a little extra. Because I'm probably going to give it some like fuzzy blend to it too. And this will make sure that that red pigment is what blends out. There we go. I feel like I'm relatively even on my eyes. I'm still working on that part personally. Alright, so from there we're actually going to fill into about 1/3 of the way with the brown, and then we'll probably go ahead and I'll probably darken it out with some of the black. But I'm just going to use the same angled brush for that. Work from home at least 2 days a week, but currently one of the train driver unions is on strike, so no trains are 3 days of driving. Yeah, that, that kind of makes it a challenge to get to work. Well, I hope that the union stuff goes well for them because, we're always big on the human rights side of things. We want people to be happy and healthy and have all the things they need in life. That's all we really want from anything, right? No? So is it YouTube? Is it my internet? Oof. No, I think it was just YouTube. Maybe just YouTube? Hopefully just YouTube. YouTube has been a little jumpy, but it's where my fixed dot music stuff is, which is the wonderful subscription license agreement that I have with the creator of Fixed is Celdweller, if you're familiar with that name. So I love these channels. There's a ton of options. Love like the song that's playing. And I know a lot of them, so. Alright, so we're just going to match up on the other side. So again, we're just going back in with that bourbon brown out of the Fleur de Lis palette. Alright, and this is where we're going to get that kind of pseudo cut crease thing going on here in a minute. But I think we're going to go ahead and go in with a little bit of the black, but I'm going to use a precision brush besides the small angled brush there. So this is just like, I think it's literally just called a precision shadow brush, inner corner brush maybe, something along those lines. And I'm going really lightly, like barely on the brush. I don't know if you'd even be able to see that on the camera. Because the black is like super, super pigment. We're going to start specifically in the crease and drag it out, not start from like the outside and drag it in like you would with eyeliner. And the reason for that is because we're creating depth, not an actual line right now. Let me grab my reference again too. I probably should have put the reference on cam, but oh well. So we're also aiming like for specifically in this bottom corner to darken the brown out. And lots of blending. On the bigger hand, yes, but on the other hand, currently a competition between unions is which is one of the biggest. So both is trying to impress their members with bigger deals in the train company. Give it to one-sided deals, so one finishes the strike. Oh, that's just a headache then. Yeah. Especially for those of you who rely on the trains. Okay, just a tiny, tiny touch more black to drag in. Blendy, blendy. And then we'll match to the other side like normal. Yeah, to be fair, that's they want so many inflation compensation while the company is struggling. We don't get inflation compensation this year at all. Yeah, like that's it's one of those things. It ultimately affects everybody. That's rough. Right, like finding a happy medium so that they're not utterly disrupting everything at the same time. Because like other people have to live too. And like that's my thing is there should always be some kind of happy medium for like all of that. It's hard to find the balance and like who am I to say what is and what isn't. But Leo, hello. How are games? All right, so now we're gonna match up on the other side. That shading. No, you're good. Always good, goddess. Whoop, I'm gonna mute my mic so I'm not bumping into it again. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm like in trust the process phase. Are you kidding me? I and now I'm at the point of blindy blindy blind. I'm muted and I'm talking anyways. Hello. Um, So now that I've got these kind of lined up, I just kind of went over the edge top with just a tiny bit of red with the finer like blendings brush, so that it would have like a fuzzier edge instead of like a really sharp edge on the red. So now I'm going to kind of like come clean up this bottom line, and it's okay for it to streak out on me like that because it's going to give me a finer point. Here we go. Do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to go back to being muted. Yes, did you see the brushes? I'm just cleaning up the inner corner now of the actual eyelid there. There we go, about halfway out there. Flip the wipe here so that I have a nice clean spot again. There we go. So next what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a little bit of primer back onto that lid, but instead of primer I'm going to use, I finally found my old Wet n Wild pen. This is, I think a Fergie edition Wet n Wild pen. It's like a white shimmer. Yeah, the tentacle brushes. So I'm just going to go in and fill in that space. A white stick with no shimmer to it probably worked just as well with this since the shadows, I'm going to use a matte and a shimmer for the rest of this look. Oops, sorry. One of these days I'll either move our other mic in here or I will be back on my actual computer, my other computer, when we get it back from Zydax. And then we'll be in really good shape. Yeah, I think that's good. Set that back down for now. And I'm going to go in with Cardelet, which is this like really nice nude. It's actually really close to like my skin tone. And it's going to blend right into the lighter brown in the middle. So yeah, so the brushes are about I think the book palettes are going to be back in stock next month. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I have to like go check all of that. But I can definitely look into it, or I can ask the boss lady. But I know that they are in progress. I am a witch. And I do tarot, but I'm not doing tarot tonight. I actually haven't done tarot on stream in a good minute. I might make it a redeemable point, but thank you for following. I used to do full on tarot streams, but it's been a fair minute. I will try to make sure that I have them handy next time, but I often stream for work now, which is the makeup company. And so I'm not always actively doing readings. Oh, you're sweet, hun. Thank you, Goddess. I appreciate your support, your undying, never-ending support. It keeps me going a lot more often than I think you know. This is just a big fluffy blender brush, and I'm just gonna kind of swipe the fallout from the lighter color towards the center of my eye, just to help it blend, and I'm gonna go back and forth motion here. But I even have multiple decks to choose from. I have a Nightmare Before Christmas deck, a Celtic Dragon deck, and a like Trainer Raider White Right type thing. Um, so we have some options even. I'm slowly learning runes, which is something I've been endeavoring to do for a while now. Absolutely, I'll definitely send you a picture. You know I will. Thank you so much for stopping, and it was lovely to see you as always, and I will be endeavoring to do the same thing with yours, as I know you're streaming the rest of this week as well. I hope you have a really lovely rest of your evening. Bye bye! Alright, time to finish blending with the fluffy brush. So again, going from the darker side in, just in kind of like really soft circles. I think we're gonna grab our medium little blender brush here. Grab a little bit of the brown, and just kind of touch up in the middle here. There we go. A little bit more even blend. Then we're actually going to go into the corner here with a shimmery white. And we're going to do like a red graphic liner and then some gold graphic liner and call it good as far as the shadows go. So let's do the same brush that we used for the black. So because I'm switching from black to a shimmer white, I'm definitely going to get it sprayed down and make sure that all its black pigment's out of it. Just using some water on a wet wipe here and going to town. And also, since I'm going into the corner, having that wet brush is going to help with some of the pigment placement, so kind of a double win there. They look good. So this is, I believe, Escalade. This is a really nice white shimmer. I've been using it a lot here recently. I'm just going to kind of place this in the corner and push it up into the look. I'll probably go over again with the skin tone shade just a bit on the middle there just to help with the blend effect. I'm just going to go ahead and put the same amount of shine over here. And I mean, this is like high shine. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? It's been a minute. All right. So yeah, we're definitely going to go back over some of the matte there. So back to the angled brush and that skin tone cordelette shade in the middle of the palette. I'm really just packing it on so that I can use the blend brush to blend it. Kind of intentionally packing Fallout on, essentially. Especially since for me, this is a shade that is very close to my natural skin tone. Especially on like my eyelid. It's a very easy trick to do for me. So like it looks really messy right now, but we'll fix that in just a second. This is another trust the process kind of moment. Whoop. Fluffy blendy brush. Kind of give it a quick wipe just to make sure. Again, from dark to light. There we go. Utamos. I'm going to go ahead and clean up under my eyes since I did have some fallout and try to take the palette with me in the process. And then we're going to go into graphic liner time. So I think we might put a little bit of that cordelette on the brow line there, just to give it a little bit of blend as well into the brow line. Oops, sorry. I just realized I was talking again. I'm mixing water on my brush here to get the red to be kind of like a graphic liner here. Just that way my feeling that way my feeling when I got the whole process over me, I was like, you have to trust the end result. You do kind of just have to trust the end result. It's a thing. So now that I have this nice consistency that I want it, I'm going to just go ahead and go right into it. And I'll probably switch over to the uh, angled brush as well, but I'm really steady with a brush like this. Um, so I'm going to start with the inner corner, and we're just going for just a straight like line, red liner wing. And we're just going to really pack the color in here so that I'm not having to like go try to erase where the brown is. We're gonna just try to use that brown to our advantage. With the D&D collection, we'll actually have some colored liners coming out. They'll be multi-chrome, and I'm very excited for them. I believe that the old mock-up is in this photo lineup, but we will flip them eventually. There's like a really nice silver chrome in there. There's like two really spiffy like gold hued ones. One I think that goes a little more orange, like fiery. Like a purple shifting one. I'm very excited for them. Actually really happy with that red liner. Probably give it a little more pop, but I'm gonna let it dry all the way while I do the other side. I'm gonna mute myself while I do that. Alright. Might have to adjust the liner on this side just a bit. But we'll let it dry and see how it looks in a minute. Using the same brush, I'm going to be putting some like gold graphic liner in here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get it cleaned off because I can always switch back to the red, right? And then we're going to get this brush really wet again and add in the gold liner detail. So this is called Decanter, and it is the really nice gold shade in this palette. I'm going from like the under crease just straight up. There we go. We might touch up that red just to match it up on the line there. I love the way that these shimmers catch the light. I really do. I'm gonna try and get y'all just a little closer here. Because my camera is just not doing this look any justice right now either. Alright, I'm gonna try and match this line on the other side. Alright, we're gonna do a little inner corner graphic line with this gold as well, and then some mascara, and this is done skis. We'll probably touch up the red just a little bit on the one side, but we'll get to that in a second. Song has some like Vocaloid themes to it. in like a really good way. Trying to figure out the best way to get to this position so y'all can see what I'm doing without me losing the light. There we go, that's nice. Alright, there's that. Do the other side, so I'm going to mute myself again. Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself again because I'm bad about that, but I am just cleaning up the lines on the red just a little bit with that ramp part. So we're just kind of praying as I adjust the line to be flush with the gold. I just dropped my brush. Fortunately, I'm done with it because I'm not going to be able to sterilize it right now. I'll fix that later. But that is actually really good. I'm happy with this. So I think we will do some mascara real quick and call this one good, and then we'll dive into the Bill and Ted box. Probably take a quick break, run to the restroom, all that jazz before we dive straight into it, but I am very satisfied with this look. So this was the Fleur de Lis palette, um, one of our New Orleans palettes, themed palettes. The other one being the King's Cake palette, which I'll show y'all again in just a second if I can get this back into its box. There we go. I'll make sure to grab some pictures with the palette for socials later. So this is our King Cake palette, which is the other New Orleans themed palette, and since it is Carnival season, King Cake season, it is a wonderful time to grab it with all of its wonderful Mardi Gras themed colors. I really love the golds and greens in this, and I honestly, as much as I love purples, I think I'm happier with the greens in them. And it's just been kind of a mood for me lately, is I've been kind of back and forth on my colors compared to what I usually like, so that's kind of fun. Um, so yeah, so let's grab some. We're not doing liner, we're just going to do the mascara. And this is the Winchester Pin Mascara in black. We do also have it in brown. And we're just going to flex up these lashes here. You can kind of see how buildable the mascara is. Get some lower lashes going. Here we go. Alright, and with that, that is pretty much my eyes. Let's slap some quick brow gel onto the eyebrows and then do my foundation and stuff. Just kind of fluff these straight up and then use the brush to shape. Kind of just brush them into place there. Kind of get a point going. There we go. Do the other side up. Brushing them straight up just kind of helps like essentially detangle them and get them evenly coated. Kind of looks like a feather, which is like a big trend for a minute. I honestly am not personally a fan of it. Like it has its advantages for certain looks, but it don't like the overall look like for an everyday thing. Just not for me. It looks great on some people, just not my personal preference. Can I angle these out? There we go. I finally grabbed some glue sticks so that I can play with the whole um, drawing on my eyebrows thing because I don't want to shave mine. I actually really like my eyebrows, but there are certain like costume character looks that would be really fun to get, so we'll start playing with that sometime in the nearest future. But I think that's good. Slap some foundation on, maybe a quick contour, and call it good. Do we want to go with a bright red lipstick or a black lipstick with this look? I have options. I can even do gold, like black and gold, or red and gold. Just getting my brushes moved here. Out of the way. So this is a L'Oreal True Match because it is one of the only foundations on the market with ultramarine blue in it, which is necessary for my olive skin tone. Yours were painted over so that they looked thinner. I mean, that makes sense. Make it a little more realistic for the femme look. Really just going for a quick, even consistency here. Did they go with more of a red or more of a pink on you, or do you remember? You seem like a happy in between person, like a nice mauve. I'll have to ignore the giant cat claw mark from where my kitty cat got me. We'll just give it a little love. Blend it into the neck really well since I have vitiligo and therefore have some rather uneven skin tone patches, which are really not noticeable on camera, but they are kind of in person depending on like if you notice them. And I do, so since it's for me, might as well. It's really the important factors, doing what makes you happy. So you don't necessarily have to go all that far, but you should probably blend um, at least some of your foundation down into your neckline, because chances are it's not going to be a 100% perfect match because most skin tones are actually uneven to an extent. They have like patches of transparent and not, and so this just kind of like helps prevent like having a hard line that makes your makeup noticeable. It's not really that, it's not like a match per se, it's more of like a lighting thing, right? At least from my understanding. It's a bit of both, but I'm also pushing this as far as I can because I really like a thin foundation. Heaviest is usually right under my eyes because I do have really dark circles. It was all more darker, smoky colors and shades, but I don't recognize the names. They were all Wet and Wild Fantasy names. That's fair. I wasn't really expecting you to have names. I was just curious, as, like, if you remembered, like, if it was purple or if it was pink. And with like the darker moody colors, it was probably like a black or like a smoky dark blue. That was a big Wet and Wild color for a while out of their like fantasy set. This is like blue, black, like oil slick iridescent shade. It's kind of fun. Using that fine corner to kind of get in here and get all that fine detail, crevice kind of stuff taken care of. Yeah, maybe dark blue with like grays. Yeah, that makes sense. Nocturna made it sound like you better go out and grab yourself some dollar store makeup and get her some pictures. She always cracks me up. I love her so much. We're just gonna absorb this and kind of polish off any spots so that I'm not wasting any product. And then we'll slap some contour and then start opening even more makeup. Wrong side. You go there, you go there. I just use a really cheap e.l.f. contour palette right now. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things that's so easy to forget taking pictures. So using the darkest contour color, I'm just gonna fix my double chin here. Natural little double chin, but this helps a lot for photography type stuff. Camera lighting trick. Just kind of pop this here for a second. I'm getting really good and like up and behind, like you can see where the jaw line actually is because I'm going behind it essentially. And then we'll just blend that into the neck. Going to grab the next dark shade down and kind of go down the middle here just to help with the blend. give it a little highlight too. Just kind of, again, blending away. Man, this camera looks off to me, and I don't understand why today. Let's try something. It just seems very red, right? Ooh, wrong direction. That's better. Doesn't have any hue to it. And for some reason I can hear myself on my stream all of a sudden. Hopefully I haven't been doing that. I don't think there's been an echo. Alright, so now we're going to do my other trick, which is I'm going to use the medium shade and the medium highlight, I guess. And kind of double duty at the same time. I figured out what it was. Here we go. Using some of that highlight, just kind of adjusting the contour line from the bottom up. And now we're going to take some of the high shine highlight and hit all the feature spots. And voila. Take a big setter brush and just fix my hat hair here. Just kind of help blend some of this out. Alright. So I guess it does. It depends. Do we want to do black, gold, or red lipstick? I almost feel like the red is the way to go. I think let's do the red. So this is the red wine blend from the Vampyre Vineyards lipstick collection that we have at Vampyre Cosmetics. This is a very heavy shea butter formula. And a really nice smudge proof, but not quite drink proof formula as well. Alrighty, and now I just need to let that dry for a quick minute. Grab my little fan here. Alrighty, and that's it dry. And yeah, I think the red is the way to go. It makes everything really pop. So, with that, I'm going to take a quick break, run to the restroom, get all my hydration stuff taken care of, and then we will come back and open the Bill&Ted Excellent Makeup Collection box, which is all of our palettes from the collection inside the box that I also designed with all of the like travel stickers, and we will then kind of go back and forth. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna open all of them, show them all once, and then I'm going to take photos of all of them like one at a time. And then once the photo is taken, I'll come back and swatch them so that we can see what they look like on skin, and probably snag a quick photo of that as well. So I need to grab my camera. What is up? We're put. Thank you. How are you doing? It's been a good minute. I gotta grab my actual camera, like my digital SLR camera, so that we can do the photo shoot part. Um, I have a whole little area set up for it and everything too. So we'll be playing with that in just a minute. So let me do my BRB quick break, and we will be back in just a few minutes. Thank you, as always, were put. Thank you, word put. I am back. Let me get that spooky screensaver sent back over. Welcome back. I'll let my hair down, all that good stuff. Let us open my very exciting box. This is the Vampyre Cosmetics Bill&Ted Excellent Makeup Collection that I personally designed. So I'm very, very excited about this. So we'll start with the box. The box is actually designed to be like a little guitar case. It's of course small because it is a makeup box, shipping box, not an actual guitar case. But we have like a little handle on the front. I did all of these little travel stickers. So Abe Lincoln, Joan of Arc, Genghis Khan, Socrates, Sigmund Freud, Napoleon, and Billy the Kid. I think that's everybody. The Wild Stallions logo. So this horse is actually like on the flap, it'll open up. And the Save the Humans sticker, also from I think Ted's personal outfit. Looks nice. Didn't even realize that was coming and nearly said excellent before you switched screens. That's awesome. So when you open it up, you can actually see the rest of the horse there. And it's kind of just like a faux leather look here. Those stallions are wild. So we'll open it up and everything comes bubble wrap. So I'm just going to pull it all out just to make my life a little easier here. A little bit of packing paper. You can also find the question mark. It's technically an upside down question mark off of their pants and the smiley face patch on the inside of the box as well. So I'll close that up for a moment. I'm really kind of sad that I can't use this box for photo op. At least I don't think so. I might be able to get the packaging, like the shipping label junk off, but maybe not. So if not, I'll just have them ship me or the boss lady some other ones. So in here we have quite a few palettes. There's actually 4 of them total. There are 2 separate guitar-shaped palettes, a amp palette, and a record-shaped palette. So let's start with the record, shall we? Since it's like right in my hands. This is the Wild Stallions record. It is depicted after the actual record and their official logo there. So you can see it's got a lot of detail into like the inner ring and everything. We have a mirror on the inside. And then this is one of the hinged palettes that we have. We don't do a lot of these, but we do have some of them. And so this is a, was it 7-color? 7-color palette. And all of the colors are named after songs off of the soundtrack itself as well. So Walk Away is a shimmery brown shade. Dangerous is a shimmer yellow. Father Time is a like navy blue, periwinkle blue shade. Play With Me is a nice neon matte purple. Not So Far Away is a sky blue color. I Can't Break Away is a really bright green. And In Time is a shimmer white. Thanks, Warput. I'm really, really excited to be able to do a lot of these because I get to go full creative license on them. And I get to do a lot of like straight up like Easter eggs and stuff like that. So I'm going to continue to go through these and open them all up, and then we'll move over to do photography stuff with them, and then I'll swatch them out as well. And I'll be swatching these for TikTok and such as well. I'm probably going to do those separate so that the camera's the right perspective and everything. So next up, I'm opening the amp palette. This also has the Wild Stallions logo right on the front here, and then it is like just, you know, a standard kind of like guitar amp shape. And when you flip open the mirror, this is actually the probably largest mirror out of this collection. It's a pretty decent sized one in here. And around the mirror, framing it, are actually still images from the movie itself, including our future overlord type people. You have extraordinary showmanship. I appreciate you. I always get nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always like, am I pronouncing things right? Did I say the word red correctly? So on the inside, It actually is just like a comic book dot photo of what the inside of an amp would look like behind the colors. You can grab that just for the mirror. So up top we have a like eggshell shimmer color for Socrates, a neon yellow like school bus yellow matte for Billy the Kid, matte red for Genghis Kong, um, a matte blue for San Dimas, a sparkly blue shade for Napoleon, a nice like coppery brown color for Sigmund Floyd, a more sapphire color for Joan of Arc. Was kind of going for like a blue hint toned armor shade. We did a kind of like purple pink shimmer shade for Bill. We did black shimmer for Abe Lincoln because of course his top hat. Nice powder blue for Beethoven. Or not, I guess it's kind of like it is kind of somewhere in between powder blue and like ultra blue. A shimmer green for Ted. Then Report is a like tan shimmer. Ziggy Piggy, of course, in a nice bubblegum pink. Far Out in a glitter purple. Directory in plain matte white. And Phone Booth in a nice high silver shimmer. So pop that one back into its box. Then we're going to get to my other favorites. This one's probably my favorite out of this entire collection. I feel like it's the most versatile. Not just because it has so many shades, but because the shades all seem to match nicely together. So we will open up the Be Excellent guitar next. And out of the Be Excellent guitar is going to be all red themed. Color name correlation draw spot on. Thank you. I guess I could have been showing all the back because like this is one of the coolest things about all these is guys, my logo's right here with my name on it. I guarantee you won't be able to fully see that on camera, but it is probably the most exciting part for me. So this is the guitar palette. On the inside of this one, there is also still a mirror. These can be kind of handheld like a vanity mirror. But it does say "Be Excellent" has the logo for them on the front. And then in the guitar for the palette itself, you have the wonderful set of shades. So these are 6-color palettes. Be Excellent in a really fun like holographic gold color. Rufus in a neon red. Party Time in a like lavender pink-ish shimmer. Guitar Solo in like a magenta. The Babes in pink, and Dynamic Duo in a matte orange. And all of these are magnetic front again, except for the record one. So I'll just slide you back in your box. And finally, we have the white guitar, which is the Party On Dude's guitar. So, again, another white guitar, same thing on the inside here. This one says Party On Dudes. It can be held like the little vanity. And then you have a like pseudo pink hued white shimmer. It's kind of like a pink iridescence to it, with a little bit of blue glittery to it too. It's kind of hard to explain, but I really love this shade. A Bodacious, which is kind of like a pink orange glitter. Then Most Triumphant is another shimmer yellow. Air Guitar is a nice bright powdery blue as well. This one's a little bit more on the like cyan side. Time Traveler, which is actually kind of like an olive drab green shimmer. And then Wild Stallions, which is another nice bright sapphire shimmer. And that is the color set for the palettes for Bill and Ted's excellent makeup collection. I have one other palette to open for y'all that is separate from the Bill and Ted's collection, and then we'll start taking photos of everything so that I'm not up crazy, crazy late tonight. It's already 2 a.m. And that is the Dracula palette, so let me slide back here. I have, of course, cheated and already opened this one, and I'm not doing a photo shoot on this one tonight because I want to do a very fun thing with this. It's probably going to ruin my palette. I'm hoping not. We'll see. I gotta re-saran wrap it. I shouldn't have unsaran wrapped it. But this has a lot of really, really intricate gold foiling to it, and I absolutely love the new design for these. So these are really, really pretty. These are our signature book palettes. So this is 3 pages of colors, and I believe this is a 30 color palette, right? 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so 30 color palette. It has another really nice mirror on the inside of it. And then we have a nice set of warm hued reds going on in here, another like nice shimmer black, some kind of like maroon shades in here. And then we go into like some nice purples, pinks, a matte black. This is actually a like very, very light blue. It looks white, but it's actually very, very close to like the pastel blue in here. And this is actually one of my favorite artists, and I can't remember his name to save my life right now, but he actually is the creator of the Gothic Tarot deck that I have. These are the images from the Gothic Tarot deck that I use to do tarot readings, one of them. And then you have the blue page straight out, which has a lot of our gorgeous shimmery blues and some nice matte colors, and our gargoyle picture. So absolutely love this palette. Very excited to use it, but like I said, I'm kind of holding off because I have a really creative marketing thing that I want to do with it and see how it goes. I have no clue. It'll probably be it might be a disaster, it might not be a disaster. It includes like fake blood. We'll see. um, but I'm very excited to play around with it and see how it goes. And yeah, so I am going to put us on the BRB screen, but I'm not actually gone. I'm just going to be trying to shift my tripod so that y'all can kind of see what I'm seeing while I work on things, and so that I can still see chat, though I think I'll be able to do chat where it is. So it should mostly just be camera position. So give me just a second here. All right, let's see how that looks. It might be horrible because I didn't, like see what I was doing, but that's not crazy bad. Let's see. I want you a little more over here. And let's tilt. There we go. That's where we'll be working. You can see that I've got like several different. I have to shift my tripod often. I mean, I've got like a disco ball, I've got a guitar, some drumsticks, some different fabrics hanging out. So we're gonna have some fun with this here in just a second. I'm going to pick one of the palettes to start with and just kind of go at it. I think what I will probably do is start with the guitar palettes because I have some like correlating fabrics for them, and then we'll just kind of work our way out from there. I don't know that the disco ball will be necessary. It just felt like one of the right things to grab when I was grabbing stuff, so there it is. I have my Fender Strat guitar, which will only be able to use like the neck of. I can't have the body shape itself in the pictures. I don't believe, because we're not marketing them or anything like that, so it's just for aesthetic. And yeah, so I'm going to start shifting some of the fabric around and get things set up there. I feel like because this is a product shoot for the makeup itself, that it'll be okay to leave us in beauty, but if people feel otherwise, we'll switch it up. Um, so yeah, I think we're gonna start with the red guitar, and I'm going to grab this red and gold fabric and kind of drape it over the existing setup. I'm gonna leave the white where it is because it's just kind of a placeholder to help balance and be a backdrop for if any of these other ones are like kind of transparent. Or not transparent, but translucent. So, Start by moving my poor guitar that is so dead. It needs so much work. These guitar sticks. And I think that should give me access to La Fabric. This A-frame room can be a little tricky. I'm not expecting to go like all over the whole setup. We don't need that much space. But that really changes the atmosphere for behind the guitar itself. There we go. They do, and this is an old guitar. My Fender I've had since junior high, and I didn't take care of it because I was in junior high. The back actually needs to be completely gutted out and reset. Um, it's been dropped a few times during moves and things like that. Um, the strings are rusted, the frets need to be fixed. Like, it's just in bad shape. Um, but I still love it, and I really do want to get it fixed at some point. So again, we're not really aiming to put the name of the neck, we're just kind of aiming to have, like, the neck itself in the shot. Try to get it to set the way I want it to. There we go. Guitar has character. Oh, thank you. I love this outfit. I actually, this is a very comfy outfit to hang out in. I got the pants only a few days ago, but Leo bought me the top forever ago. Alright, so, 1B, excellent guitar palette. We're going to start with it closed for all the obvious reasons. And I'm going to grab my bounce card and move it to the other side so that the light's sitting right. And then I got to grab the battery for my camera or it won't do any good. So we'll use my chair to hold that in place. And get the battery. Alrighty. So I'm using a Nikon 2000. It is a really nice little digital SLR that I was gifted. I kind of adjust the lighting here. We want it to bounce in the right spots. Maybe do these this way. Might have to get some sticky tack to make them sit where I want them to. That kind of works. Alrighty. Get a card in here. If I can find where my cards went, they should be here. I'm going to be very upset. That's for my flash stop. Hold on here. Color balancing. Mm. Well, one second. Gotta find what I've done with my memory cards. If they're not here, they should be somewhere from where I was moving all my desk stuff. Yes, there they are. Okay, I feel better now. Grab was probably the largest one. I hope that nothing is currently on it. Memory card in. Camera battery in. And yeah, I'm sure it's been reset. That's fine. Going to make sure I am on manual. And it's been just a minute since I've messed with my camera, so give me just a second if I'm seemingly goofy here. Are you really gonna make me set my clock? Why are you being finicky? Very pentagonal position. I adore you. I hope you know that. Oh, goodness. Ooh, you are a dusty, dirty little lens. Let's get you cleaned up here. I just gotta get this lens good and cleaned up. poor thing, I think, has some straight damage done to it, so we'll see how this comes out. Like, I feel like this lens might have a permanent blur to it, and it came to me that way, so it's not like it's a huge deal. But alrighty, not horrible, but we can do better. Let's try something without the flash on it. Should be good for open. Let's do a little side by side. Wonder if I can't get some kind of black frame in the mirror. Tonight like a tigress. Absolutely, Josh. Thank you so much for popping in the first place. It was great to see you. So, we're here. Get a close-up of the colors themselves. Hopefully, I'll get those without them being blurry. That's why I have it set to click so fast. I feel like some of those gotta be decent. But I'm not digging. Oh, that one's not horrible. Those are better. Okay. Cool. So let's swatch this one out real quick on my arm, and then we'll trade out the backdrop. Actually, I think I'll do one. Maybe I'll do like the record on this one, and then do the amp on the other one, or vice versa. But let's get these shown off. And again, I'll probably be doing these for like TikTok. But I really do want to show these off while I can. So we're just gonna put them right over the top. I'm actually also gonna grab my baby wipes and stuff real quick. So I'm just gonna get a decent little eyeshadow brush to use for this. Maybe if I can find the one that I'm looking for. There we go. So this is just like a little flat brush. And I'm going onto an arm with nothing on it. And we're just going to start at the bottom. So we're going to start with Babes. Kind of break up that top layer. I feel like I could do the tape thing if I had tape up here for it, but I don't think I do. So as you can see, this is a really nice high shimmer to it. Hopefully it's not too blown out on stream. Just clean off my brush real quick. And we'll go into Dynamic Duo. Brush is a little wet, so it doesn't want to quite break off that top palette, top layer. And again, this is no base that I'm doing for these photos and stuff. This is just my skin and the eyeshadow. Next up is guitar solo. Had a little chunky there. This is actually a really fun, bright matte. It's a little pinker than I was expecting it to be, but I'm not hating it. All right, we're gonna go right into that red. This one, because the way that our glitters are done, you do not need any kind of base. There is base kind of built into our glitters. Trying to make sure y'all can actually see what I'm doing here. This is kind of like putting red foiling straight onto your skin. I love it. Just giving us a nice solid line since we're gonna photography this. Photography. Take photos of. Photography. Look at how bright and shiny. Extra flashy. But also not crazy whenever you go to take it off, which is really nice. Boop. Next up is one called Party Time, which is a shimmer lavender like pink shade. And then after this will just be the Be Excellent shade, which is kind of our glitter gold that I have with the kind of like hollow sheen to it. Doesn't want to go on my vein right there. Like it's there, but the way the lighting is, it doesn't look like it to me. It's kind of funny. Can't be photographing. Photographifying. All right, and so finally the other glitter, which is that gold. I'm really excited for this one actually. Just look at how holographic and fun it is. Probably have to grab my phone to do some videos because unfortunately my digital SLR does not do videos. Oh, but that is so pretty and shiny. I am so happy with that. Get the brush cleaned out real quick so that I don't forget before I go to the next palette. We'll see if I can't. I don't know how it'll look lighting wise, but we'll see how much I can get into the camera. Look at how shiny and metallic they are. I'm so freaking happy with them. All right, so let's try to get some photos of my arm. Whoop, as I drop the palette itself. That was good. I'm also going to get this pink off the inside of my hand here. Alright, so this will be an interesting challenge. Maybe. Because my camera does not like to take things out of focus in the first place. Oh, and now my kiddo is being upsetty. I might have to enlist in some help for this one. Alright, give me just a minute, guys. I'm gonna go check on the kiddo. Since she is waking up and fussy. And then I will be right back, and we'll probably just keep going down the line. Alrighty, everybody, my apologies for the delay. My kiddo woke up, but she is now back asleep. We're at least getting that way. We got a photo on my phone of the swatches I had done on my arm from this palette here. I think it's just easier due to the stretch that my phone can actually make. So I'm going to go over my arm with some makeup cleaner real quick just to pull off any remaining colors, and we'll go ahead and shoot probably the amp palette real quick before we switch out the backdrop. That way I only have to make one backdrop switch. So just give my arm a once over, make sure I pull any kind of pink or anything like that that might still be lingering. And let it kind of breathe again from holding my 2-year-old. So that it doesn't have like crinkliness in it, nessnesses. So, put my little cellophane sheet back here. I have cats and I got a little tiny bit of cat fluff on one side, but there we go. This is my personal palette, so that's not a huge ordeal. And put it back in its box. Like I said, I think we'll go ahead and roll right into the amp palette. I think it'll look nice against the red backdrop. Trying to make sure the kiddo didn't decide to wake back or to like fight being back to sleep because it almost sounded like it for a second. Precious napping, yeah. I was honestly hoping to be done already myself so that I can get some sleep, but I don't have a whole lot planned tomorrow, thankfully. Today was kind of busy. So pulling out the amp palette, we'll do pretty much the same system here, except I'm going to try and aim this one to be a little bit more next to the palette. Trying to think of if I have a good thing for it to kind of pop up on besides the guitar itself, but I think we'll just roll with it. Kind of play with the whole drumsticks concept again. Try to determine the better position. It sounds like my kiddo is just going to be awake, so I might have to can stream. We'll see how it goes in a second. But if we do, like I said, we'll be swatching all of these live, or not really live, but we'll be swatching all of these on video for like Instagram and all of that. So if we don't get to those tonight, we'll definitely get them to where people can see them. But I think she just needs mama, so we are probably going to get the rest of this taken photograph wise and then roll my butt downstairs to the kiddo. get any fingerprints off the mirror here. Alrighty. With that, I am definitely going to be calling stream. The kiddo is just too fussy, so I will finish these up on my own time and get swatches done as well. In the meantime, let's find somebody to raid out real quick and call it a night. I do want to thank everybody for stopping in. I really, really do love doing streams for everybody. I really do love doing streams for everybody, getting to hang out with everybody, and doing all these really fun makeup looks. Let me just get this somewhat situated here. There we go. Maybe that'll be better. That'll be better. So let's find somebody to raid out real quick. And yeah, it was great to see you too, but I'm really glad that you stopped in. I'm a little disappointed that she is so upsetty more because I don't want her to be upsetty. It's no fun. Let's see who's live. Um, let's see. I think we are going to go and drop into. You know what? Let's go drop into Surge's channel. Surge is grooving. So we'll do that. Everybody give Surge some love and all of the good stuff. We'll get those photos up where they are visible and everything for everyone here soon-ish. I probably have to run them through some approvals for the official website type stuff, but in the meantime, we are going to go give Surge some love. He's playing Apex Legends with my lovely husband. And, well, not currently because he's tending to the kiddo while I finish this out, but they are gaming and running it out, so I will be checking y'all out in just a bit. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I should see you guys on Friday.